because the odds are stacked against you, regardless of whether you represent a police officer, which there are a lot of lawyers out there and a lot of people who believe that juries are conditioned to acquit cops. I mean, look, if a prosecutor is actually prosecuting them, then that prosecutor believes that they should be convicted. And look, I mean, the reality is, we know if the state says it, more often than not, the jury is going to agree with them, whether it's a police officer, whether it's a regular person or not. So, look, I mean, the fact that that lawyer went in and got an acquittal is impressive in and of itself.
Two things.
Well, Well,
two things come to mind when I think about it. The first thing is, I didn't read the transcripts about the trial, but I would imagine at some level, like what Mike was alluding to, that he did some version of Us Against the World, Give Us a Chance, with a little guy, don't believe what you've seen on television, look at the facts, look at the evidence, give my guy a shot. He walked into it with some version of that. And the second thing is, I get asked the question all the time as a criminal defense attorney, as somebody who's African American, as somebody who sees these shootings happen and people get acquitted, like, is there a conflict for me? And the way I answer that is this: the frustrating thing for criminal defense attorneys, the underlying frustrating human thing is that we know our clients, for the most part, don't get half the luxury that these people get. That's the frustration. That's the frustration.
I think that's where the numbers come in. If this had been just two guys who had an argument and all of a sudden one of them reached into his pocket and he got shot, that guy goes to the shooter goes to prison in a heartbeat. The reason clearly the defense lawyer did a good job. He got his client acquitted of murder when we see a murder on videotape. That officer's fear that he was about to be attacked was not a reasonable fear. It was maybe an understandable fear given his training, and it was understandable that the jury thought that it was reasonable given their conditioning. And like I said, clearly the defense lawyer did a good job. He walked his client for a murder where the shooting is on tape. The question, though, is reason. Why does a cop get a benefit that our clients would never in a million years get? And I think it's because we've been conditioned for about the last 40 or 50 years that these guys are out there putting their lives on the line for us every day. And they do, but no more than our trash men.
But I disagree with that now, because the media, particularly in the last couple of years with all the police shootings, I think it's much harder to defend a police officer now in a shooting because people are now conditioned to think that all of these police shootings are unjustified and the police are just out there killing people. And so I think it makes it much more difficult, actually, to defend a police officer in this day and age because of what the media has done with it.
I actually think it's different. I think it's people going back and supporting police officers even more because of the outcry, because of what's saying. Whenever there's any type of jury selection, the question is asked, do you believe cops, what's going on now? It's more overwhelming that people still believe in police officers. They still give them the benefit of the doubt.